Yo, it's that bruh Nez, drop another review on y'all. And this time what we're gonna be doing a review of is, bam, another generic box item. But in actuality, this is actually the Docooler 2.4 gigahertz wireless optical pen mouse. Basically is exactly what it says. Well, it doesn't say anything on the box, but basically exactly what I said. It's a wireless mouse, but it's in a wireless mouse, but it's in a wireless optical mouse, but it's in pen form. So let's just, I guess, let's get right into this bad boy. It should be a nice, simple review here. Nothing on the box, very generic. You know, got it from China like everything else. Open this up, get right into it. Open it up. Oh. Inside the box, got some instructions here. What's this? Looks like we got two sets of instructions. Of course, in Chinese on the other side. You know, let's see if we at least got some English going here. Okay, so it's English on one side and Chinese on another. But I'm not reading any of it, so just toss this to the side here. Boom. Let's just get right into this. Looks like we got the stand here, the mouse here, and this goes into the stand somehow, I imagine. Okay, just like that, sits in the stand, and here goes the USB dongle. This is what's we're gonna plug into the computer to receive the signal from the mouse. I imagine it's like any other wireless optical mouse. It should just automatically connect. I imagine this takes some kind of power. Let's see. From the way this looks, I'm thinking this pops off the back. Yep. And it looks like it takes a AAA battery. So I'm going to pause the video and go get a battery and hook it up. See on a flip. Okay, so we back in. This is what the battery looks like inside. AAA battery. Slip the cover on. And looks like that's our power button. And as you can see, we actually have power. Okay, these are your buttons. You got a button on this side over here. You got your wheel. This right here is a button. That right there is a button. So I guess if you're holding it like a pen, I'd imagine that this would be your click button right here to click and select stuff. This would be your mouse to roll, you know, to scroll up and down the pages. I don't even know what this button on the side would be, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the left click. Is this maybe the left click? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna plug this in, and then we're gonna see what we're working with. Okay, it should be that simple. We should be all paired up. Let's see. Oh, okay. I have to say that it is working. Let me fix the screen here, so the camera to the screen, so you can see it better. Okay, now that I have you fixed on my screen here, I'm going to use just the mouse so you can see what we're working with. And this bad boy does work just fine. I'm scrolling up and down with it using the wheel, and let's see what these buttons do here. So okay, that button, okay, the button on your side here is assimilating. That's what, like, your left click. So when you use your thumb to press that, that's simulating your left click function. So okay, so the front button is obviously that first button there is your, the first button there is your wait, maybe I'm saying that wrong. Yes, this first button here is your, I'm saying it backwards. Okay, I'm sorry. This button right here is simulating your right click. Hold on, let me hold the mouse because I haven't held the mouse. Okay, so right click, yeah. Okay, so this button right here is simulating your right. This button right here is simulating your right click. Okay, so that's what brings up your screen. So when I right click right now, you see the screen pop up there. Oh, you didn't really see it because it's not on the screen. Let me get on the screen. Okay, so that's your right click right there, this button right there on the side, and this right here is your normal selection button, which is your left click. Okay, so like if I want to select something or click on a link, boom, click that, and that's how I would do that. And then this button, and that's going to be your button right there. That's going to simulate your left click right there. And obviously this is the mouse. You roll the, you roll the wheel, it goes up and down. And then this button, let's find out what this button is for. That button looks like it does nothing, so I imagine you could probably assign something to it. I'm not going to read the instructions to try to figure out what you can assign to it, because for what I would use this for is good enough for me, but I imagine you probably can assign something to it. So this thing is mad cheap. I'm going to say this thing is probably like 10 bucks, so you can actually get one of these. And if you're one of those people that's into like drawing something, like drawing stuff, this would be like really good, because you could really do precision drawing, tracing, or whatever with this right here, and do it like perfectly. See, because right now I'm tracing my mouse pad, and this bad boy is working. So let me pause the video and come back into this. Okay, now that we're back in the video, as you can see, this is your typical, your mouse. You have your little track beam down there. That's how it uses to find where the actual mouse pointer is. So I'm gonna say for the price that this is really good. It's obviously cheap, but it's well made. It's sturdy. It's ergonomic, so like when I hold it in my hand, it feels comfortable holding my hand to reach the buttons the way that I want to reach them. So like I said, when I got this, it was like $9.98, $9.99 on I'm not even sure on Amazon or eBay. I have to look, but whatever it is, when I find out which one it is, I'm gonna put those links in the description, so you can cop this if you so choose. What I did know is that it had different colors, so you could pick which color. I just chose the cheapest one, because sometimes you get a color that's cheaper than the next. Normally I would probably get like black or dark blue, but this one was the cheaper one. I think the black one was like 17, and I figured why get the same thing for $8 less, so I just went with this one. But who knows, I may give this away. I don't know, I'll see how I feel. I may give this away to somebody, but I'm gonna say for the price and for what you get your little pen style optical mouse. I'm sure there's someone who can use this, has some kind of use for this. So yeah, cop that. So with that being said, this has been a review of the Docooler wireless optical pen mouse, and I'm out this piece.